Hello everyone, this is a video about the new Flask system which I'm going to use from now on. Before I had a bad experience with Thermos glass vacuum flasks, and the problem I had with the Thermos flask was the bits inside breaking and me swallowing the contents of the flask. I was very careful with my flask. I followed the rules with the flask, used it perfect, but at one point I was in the steam room drinking some cold water, and I drank the contents of the flask. I felt it in my throat. I had to use lots of bran and in porridge to remove the internal lining of the Thermos flask from my stomach. I was very worried at the time, but the main problem I had with Thermos was their poor customer services. I was very unhappy with Thermos, and I will not be using or purchasing a Thermos again. This is a few years ago now. It must be over 5 years now since I purchased any Thermos flask, and will never purchase one again. I'm not saying that any person should not purchase such a flask, but I'm just basing my experience, my individual experience on with the Thermos flask. So I've decided to go for the Stanley Stainless Steel vacuum flask, and this is a 1.9 litre on each flask. It keeps my drinks cold or it keeps my drinks hot. And the reason why I need flasks is I usually take an ice bag into the steam room, and for the first time in 40 years of using a steam room, they've told me that I can't bring a bag into the steam room. So I had a cool bag, a Lidl's cool bag, which is pretty large, so I can understand people getting put off by the size of the bag in the steam room, which contains my cold beverages with ice and drinking water and electrolytes. I'm using the steam room and sauna for my health condition I have. I'm trying to lower my blood pressure and also cleanse my body from toxins, which is preventing my body from working properly. And I'm finding that the steam rooms is working for me, slowly working. And I also immerse myself in water in the pool, try and do a few lengths, but I have to be careful because of my heart and high blood pressure. But what I find is that you need to have some source of hydration, and the source of hydration for me must be cold water. I use the cold water treatment drinking while I'm in the steam room, and I use another flask to have hot boiled root ginger with garlic. I drink that down. So while I'm in the hot steam room, the hot ginger goes down with garlic while I'm sweating in there. This ginger goes down into my liver and into my body and circulates, and I find it clears my bowels and it's very good. So ginger is a very good medicine for certain illnesses, and it's a natural remedy. So this is a Stanley flask, and Laura's father uses Stanley for work, and I see the flask as a very high quality. So I've joined you now, Steve, with the Stanley family. And what I love about these Stanley flasks, they give you a lifetime guarantee. So you purchase once, you take great care of the flask, which I do. I'll take great care of this flask. No more freezer bags carrying into the steam sauna room. Just one flask at a time. Or if I'm having a hot and cold beverage in there at the same time, I'll take the 2 flasks. But most of the time I'll be taking 1 flask in there, either with ginger or the long sessions with the ginger and the water. So with this Stanley flask, the precautions to take with these Stanley flasks is to not use any fizzy beverages inside of this flask, or do not use dry ice only in this flask. You can have freezing water or ice in water, but not ice alone in the flask. And with fizzy beverages, the reason why you shouldn't use fizzy beverages with gas in, because as you seal the lid, you build up pressure in the flask, and it can leak, it can fail, you get lid failure, but also you get a dangerous situation where you open the flask and then the flask bit will just pop out like a bullet and hit you in the teeth and cause serious damage. So this is the flask drinking cup, and there's the lid, the sealing lid. So as you open this, you make sure you do not point this at anyone's face. That's with normal water and normal beverages in. But if you decide to break the rules and be silly and put fizzy drinks in here, you have to be aware that you're creating a cannon, a little gun, where this will go pow. So this is a lovely flask I've got now, and here we are. I shall have a lifelong use of this and hopefully get my health in order. I need to get my weight off. I'm using the steam room and the sauna rooms for doing that. So I can't use anything in the gym right now because I'm so, my health is in bad condition, and I even struggle to get to and from the gyms. I struggle like hell. I meant to go to the gym on the 11th of December, and I sat there with Laura. I couldn't get off the seat, I couldn't go, and this is because of my degenerative bone condition combined with the condition of my heart and the long COVID making me so tired that when I take just 2 steps to walk, I just gasp for air and I want to just sit down and I can't move. I told Laura I'm going to go, I'm determined to go, and my condition beat me. I couldn't go, so I sat there and it was quite depressing for me. I couldn't make it. So my condition is as such that sometimes people have to help me walk, but the good thing about my condition is I do get pockets where I can do things, but they're short pockets, like half an hour, 1 hour. I do it in extreme pain, and then I pay for it later on because I made an effort. The body is responding to my effort because of my condition, and I suffer with a lot of pain. Sometimes I find it very hard to sleep most nights because I'm in a lot of pain. But I'm never giving up on myself. I'm going to try and try and try and keep on going forward with health, with diet, and also my mind, and also belief. Because I've got a lot to live for. I have a beautiful woman, a partner, Laura, and I have 4 lovely children: Isaac, Starshine, Leon, and Maxine, Smithereens, Laura, Aretha, Laura, Louis. Our last one of the 4. And people ask us if we're having more children. I say no more children, because I've got my career in order. My health is causing lots of problems. So I've got a career as a filmmaker, which I need to put together once I've recovered. And my target is for next year, June, July, August, and see my body how it is. The blood pressure is down from 2.8/139. My blood pressure was 257/140, and now from the last reading I had, which is ages ago, I haven't done it because I've been scared to even go near the blood pressure monitor, and we'll do it within 2 weeks before Christmas. So I need to know where my blood pressure is at Christmas. So I want to be under 200/140 or whatever it should be. But I'm just keeping my fingers crossed, and I'm very surprised I'm alive. And I should be dead right now with the blood pressure I've got. But I can't give up on myself. I have to keep going. And what I find the steam sauna room does, you sweat out all the salts in the body, which causes your blood pressure to rise, and having a lot of salt in the system causes your blood pressure levels to rise. I also find sugars also increases the blood pressure levels, because it increases the blood sugar level. They spike. So the spike is what I'm trying to avoid. I try and drink at least 4 litres of water a day. What I find with the steam and sauna, it induces, or I'll say encourages, water drinking. So when I go for a steam sauna session of 3 hours, which I do, going in and out of the sauna and steam, I find it encourages me to drink water. And I go through 6 to 7 litres of water for a 3-hour session. And you may think it's a lot of water, but the steam and sauna rooms are so hot that you sweat the stuff out. So anyhow, that's it. So the family here is Stanley now, and thanks for watching. Let me know of your experiences of using the Stanley Flask versus Thermos. And all I'm saying for now, I said it quite a long while ago, but this is final. Goodbye to Thermos and welcome home Stanley. Thanks for watching.